Purpose does the senator from Prince William rise?
Madam President, rise for parliamentary inquiry.
The senator may state it.
Madam President, how many votes would it take to pass this bill with the emergency clause?
That would be 4/5, Senator.
And what would be the exact number for that, Madam President?
Yes, sir. That would be 32. The question is,
all right, guys, so we got to talk about how our society is probably the softest society that we've ever had in a long time. And part of the reason why is because we have some of the softest leadership that we've ever had. And I think stories like this are exactly what I'm talking about, because it involves Republican Lieutenant Governor of Virginia, Miss Winsome Sears, who misgendered a Democrat transgender senator by the name of Danica Roem. And after this person was misgendered, they proceeded to walk out of the Senate chamber of Virginia over the misgendering. And now they are boohoo, whining, and crying transphobia because Miss Sears issued what they call a non-apology apology. So I wanted to go ahead and play this clip of the incident so you guys can understand exactly what's going on here. And then I want to talk about it. So without further ado, roll the clip.
Purpose does the senator from Prince William rise?
Madam President, rise for parliamentary inquiry.
The senator may state it.
Madam President, how many votes would it take to pass this bill with the emergency clause? That
would be 4/5, Senator.
And what would be the exact number for that, Madam President?
Yes, sir. That would be 32. The question is, shall the bill pass? Those in favor of that motion will record their votes aye. Those opposed, no. Are the senators ready to vote? Have all the senators voted? Does any senator desire to change their vote? The clerk will close the roll.
Ayes 39, noes 0.
Ayes 39, no 0. The bill passes.
On page 19, House Bill 964.
Senator Hashmi, the senator from Chesterfield. Senator Hashmi. Senator Hashmi. Senator Saravel, for what purpose does the senator rise?
I think I'd ask that we take a recess for 5 minutes.
Without objection, the House stands at recess for 5 minutes. Our Senate stands at recess, this esteemed body, for 5 minutes.
A few moments later.
That I said something that upset Senator Roem. Let it be known, I am not here to upset anyone. I am here to do the job that the people of Virginia have called me to do, and that is to treat everyone with respect and dignity. I myself have at times not been afforded that same respect and dignity. But in this body, and as long as I am president of the Senate, and by the grace of God, I will be treated with respect and dignity, and I will treat everyone else with respect and dignity. I have called people not by their names, but by everyone else's names. Indeed, I have just put the Senate at ease in the name of the House. It is never my intention to make anyone offended, and I hope that others would consider that they would try not to offend me as well. We are all equal under the law. And so I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. And I would hope that everyone would understand there is no intent to offend, but that we will also give each other the ability to forgive each other. I have seen us conduct ourselves in ways that we would not expect of our own children or nieces or nephews. And so I would hope that we take this opportunity to be kind to each other, to be gracious to each other, to be about the people's business. That is what I hope. And I join you in serving the people of this great Commonwealth. I join you in being a citizen of this great country. Thank you. Madam Clerk.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. Okay, it's unbelievable that this is happening in what used to be the greatest country on earth, right? Now, I'm not sure what country is greater than the United States at this moment, but I got questions, right? Because this is what we're wasting our time on in legislators across the country, okay? Because we have elected people who are Charmin Ultra soft, okay? Which is exactly how I am characterizing this Democrat that decided to walk out of the chamber because Miss Winsome Sears misgendered them, right? Now, here's the issue, right? Here's the issue. I don't know if Miss Winsome Sears misgendered this person on purpose, right? I have no clue. But regardless of whether or not they did it on purpose, this senator has to understand that under no circumstances do you walk out of the Senate chamber. You do not disrespect the president of the Senate, which I mean, that's what this person did by walking out, because you're upset about being misgendered. And I think that that is a part of Miss Sears's apology / non-apology, right? Because she really didn't apologize. She basically was just like, look, I expect to be treated with respect, right? And I'm going to try to treat everybody else with respect. So I think that she was actually upset about the Democrat walking out of the Senate and then Democrats basically interrupting the business of the Senate because they all kind of got up and left as well too with the Democrat that got upset. So then they had to go into a recess, I think twice, because of the outrage over this senator being misgendered, right? Which in my opinion, I think that Miss Sears probably took that as disrespectful. And I don't blame her for it because ultimately at the end of the day, you know, I personally believe that if you cannot keep your composure enough to continue to do the business of the Senate, despite the fact that you got misgendered, right? You got your feelings hurt, then you probably shouldn't be a politician, right? You're probably not tough enough to be a politician, okay? Probably not. Because at the end of the day, I think the best way to address that situation would have been to address it with Miss Winsome Sears directly. Maybe in private, you go up to her and you say, look, I'll prefer that you address me by my preferred pronouns, okay? And if, you know, the lieutenant governor says, I'm not going to do that, then you got to live with it. If the lieutenant governor agrees with it, then great. You've come to an understanding. But I don't think under any circumstances do you walk out of the Senate floor, right? You don't do that. That is disrespectful. That is way more disrespectful than misgendering, in my opinion, okay? So with that being said, Miss Winsome Sears here, she issued a non-apology apology. I don't necessarily think what she said was an apology as much as it was just kind of an explanation that really wasn't an apology, but it doesn't matter what she says because Democrats are going to be upset, right? So she probably should have said it or tried to provide any type of explanation because they're still going to boohoo, whine, and cry transphobia and bigotry, okay? So this is what the press release says from the Democrats following this issue. The following press release is from Progress, Virginia, per this story by reporter Brad Kuttner. And yes, this is very much what the Republican Party is these days. Nasty, no class, transphobic, etc. Disgusting. When Lieutenant Governor Winsome Sears referred to Senator Danica Roem, the first transgender person elected to the Virginia legislature, as Sir on the Senate floor today, she added to her long, ignominious record of transphobic remarks and anti-LGBTQ plus views. Roem, who served as the delegate from Manassas, from 2018 to 2024 and was elected to the Senate in 2024, uses she, her pronouns. A brief rundown of Sears' troubling history of anti-LGBTQ plus commentary. So this person just got into the Senate. So maybe, just maybe, Miss Sears did not know that this person was trans or this person's preferred pronouns. I have no clue. Okay, regardless, I think it's ridiculous. Speaking in her role as lieutenant governor, Sears told reporters that school boards who voted to protect the privacy of LGBTQ plus students were making policies that destroy families. In a 2004 op-ed for the Press Daily, Sears wrote, quote, "I also believe our society has gone immeasurably beyond almost all standards in accommodating the homosexual community over the last couple decades." In a debate during her House campaign against Bobby Scott, Sears accused the LGBTQ plus community of co-opting the movement for black civil rights. Again, clearly and obviously, a lot of this stuff is probably not exactly true that they're accusing the lieutenant governor of, but this is their framing on it, okay? The Senate, which is voting on a critical slate of post-crossover bills today, was forced into recess twice after Sears misgendered Senator Roem, refused to apologize, and then issue a rambling statement where she stated her lack of desire to offend. Quote, Senator Danica Roem was gracious in the face of the lieutenant governor's disrespect, but the fact is that she shouldn't have to deal with that nonsense in her workplace, said Lataya Mathias, executive director of Progress Virginia. Quote, "We support Senator Roem and every other LGBTQ plus community member who has to face this kind of unprofessional conduct from people in power. Winsome Sears, tired of old bigotry, is a relic of a previous age, and we applaud Senator Roem and other progressive voices in the General Assembly for their continued work to move our Commonwealth forward." Yeah, so again, they're boohoo-whining and crying bigotry and transphobia. But I think the real disrespect here was walking out on the floor, okay, as they are conducting business. I think that's where the real disrespect comes in. This person should have handled this by going to the lieutenant governor directly, privately, maybe after the business was done, and addressing the issue. Maybe the lieutenant governor didn't know, okay, but regardless of whether or not the lieutenant governor knew or did not know, I don't think the right thing to do is to walk out on the Senate floor. If you are not tough enough emotionally to handle occasionally being misgendered while doing your job, then maybe, just maybe, you are not cut out for the position, okay? Because you got to understand, in politics, yeah, it's tough, okay? It is not for the faint of heart. It is one of those things where, you know, people are going to say things that you don't agree with. People are going to say things about you that you're not going to like, but you have to be able to deal with it in a professional way, and that was not the way to deal with it. So, you know, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.